Aloha. This is Paul E. Hendricks on my lanai in Waikiki on the beautiful island of Oahu. Once again, moved a little bit because it's beautiful, beautiful tropical rain happening behind me. Anyway, today I was inspired to do another vlog. I did one earlier this week. But after yesterday, my friend Kiala came over, and we were having this discussion and talking about something called the Golden Circle from a TED talk. Many of you might have heard of that. Anyway, it inspired me because I've been going through some challenges as far as being an author and also the publisher in one hand, and balancing, why I wrote the book versus, publishing and marketing and distribution and all these other important aspects of getting the message in the book out there. And yet, when I did that, I kind of disconnected from the why I wrote the book in the first place, because I became so focused on getting it out there, or I have been. And that's key. It's retaining that balance of the why. Why am I doing what I'm doing? Why am I taking the risks? And after we talked, and I'm grateful to Kiala for our conversation yesterday, I remembered this older quote from Apple Computers from back in the 90s, I believe, maybe late 80s, 90s. And here's the original one. I'm going to share it with you. Here's to the crazy ones, the misfits, the rebels, the troublemakers, the round pegs in the square holes, the ones who see things differently. They're not fond of rules, and they have no respect for the status quo. You can praise them, disagree with them, quote them, disbelieve them, glorify, or vilify them. About the only thing you can't do is ignore them, because they change things. They invent, they imagine, they heal, they explore, they create, they inspire. They push the human race forward. Maybe they have to be crazy. How else can you stare at an empty canvas and see a work of art? Or sit in silence and hear a song that's never been written? Or gaze at a red planet and see a laboratory on wheels? While some see them as the crazy ones, we see genius. Because the people who are crazy enough to think that they can change the world are the ones who do. And I'm sharing that with you today as I am inspired. Because reconnecting with the whys, I did this. And it had to get back to what I believe in. And I believe that I am the architect of my life. And the message and the reason, the foundation of writing a book, starting a publish company, doing the things that I'm doing, is to let people know, to remind them that you are the architect of your life too. It's hard to believe that when you turn on the TV every night and you watch the news. And you see the oil spill, and the economic collapse, and the banks stealing our money. The real estate market. One would think that we're just victims to circumstance. We're victims to all these other things. That's bullshit. I am the captain of my destiny. You heard that before? I'm the architect of my life, and so are you. I believe that if I want to leave a lasting impression on this world, I believe in peace. I believe that finding peace and creating peace in this world starts here. I had to create peace in my world, in myself. We're so prone to find the problems in our life, and we blame our husband, or our wife, or our kids, or our work, or our job, or our friends. We like to blame everybody else. Change occurs when I look inside me. When I look inside myself, and I say, what are my beliefs? Would I rather be right, or would I rather be loved? Because it's always about being right, being self-righteous and being right. What's preventing you from living your dreams is your beliefs. You being right about your beliefs. Because once you look at those beliefs and you take a chance and just look inside with no judgment, and you start recognizing that many of your beliefs aren't true. I had to do it with myself. Many of the beliefs that we have limit our potential. They limit us. They prevent us from living the extraordinary lives we are born to live. And I believe that we can change that. I believe that the world can change when we start looking at ourselves. Peace in the outside world will come from peace within each individual. I believe that's true. That's why I do the things that I do. That's why I wrote a book. That's why I started a publishing company. That's why I go out and speak about it. I've gotten a lot of feedback about my book, and a lot of people love the story. They identify with the message in the story. Some other people go as far as saying, oh, it took a lot of courage to write about your story. I'm proud of you. And that's as deep as they want to go. My story is just an illustration. It's an illustration of the foundation of my beliefs. Inside that story is a message about love, forgiveness, a message that you and I are responsible for each of our lives, solely responsible for each of our lives. If I want to live an extraordinary life, if I want to live the life of my dreams, guess what? It's up to Paul. And I'm not telling you that you have to join the status quo and you have to go against things you don't believe in, because I don't. I heard the word can't so many times from other publishers when I started this idea of starting my publishing company and writing. It was laughable. And I did it anyway. And as I look now for new point B in solutions and marketing and distribution, it's all good. Because I have the power of the universe behind me. I'm responsible. I am connected to all those things, and so are you. So why is it that so many of you want to live a life of mediocrity? You want to ride the fence of complacency. Tom Wilhite, the creator of Psi Seminars, writes in his book, even talks about it's easier to get somebody going 100 degrees in the wrong direction, in a negative direction, and just get them to shift because at least they're passionate and they're moving. So many people sit in complacency. Are you? If you are, ask why. Ask yourself why. Do you have a dream? Do you have goals? Start with that. Goals. Do you have a dream? What's your vision in this life? Are you just afraid to start because you're afraid of failing? Who are you going to find that's successful that hasn't fallen on their face? I have. I still have broken agreements right now that I'm working on fixing. I'm not perfect. I just keep getting better. I keep believing more and more in myself. I keep believing more and more of my vision of a peaceful world, of a world where people don't play this victim role. My life's mediocre because of my job. I can't make more money. My kids. I have this many responsibility. Like I said, bullshit. You can do whatever you want to do in this life. You just have to choose into your life. You have to make a decision. Am I going to let the fear outweigh my desire to succeed and live a life of my dreams? Once you decide that your dreams are more important than the fear, you'll do something. You'll be something different. When's a good time for that to happen? Why not start today? Because I believe if you just take one step towards your dream state, if it's a matter of just writing down a picture of what you want your life to be, that's your first step. That creates a picture in your mind, in your subconscious mind of what you want. From there, hows come to you if you picture it. If you want to change the world, you want to keep talking about it rather than going on Facebook and writing, concentrating on all the negative and wondering why you keep getting negative. Start concentrating on why you can live the life of your dreams. Give your energy to what you want, and you'll get it. And the more energy you give to what you want, the more you visualize it and picture it and feel it, the faster you'll get it. I believe that we are the architects of our lives, human beings. How do I know? Because I'm living it right now, and I keep growing. You can do it too. Choose into your life. You create it. Think about it this weekend. Write down your dreams and enjoy. Life is about joy. Have fun. Get back into enjoying your life. Have a great weekend. Aloha from Hawaii and mahalo nui loa.